Hey, what's going on here in Las Vegas, finally, with a Las Vegan.
Yes, sir.
Eddie Jayy is here, and we're here at one of my favorite hangouts, one of our favorite hangouts, McMullen's Irish Pub, which is absolutely phenomenal. They have a whiskey selection that is absolutely insane. Place is fucking impressive. We're drinking West Cork Irish Whiskey, aged in bourbon cask. And this guy the bartender just played It's Raining Men from the Weather Girls. This is badass. This is so cool.
I love it.
You're my hero. I love you, brother. So we're hanging out here. Eddie, you're a hip-hop artist.
Yeah.
And so let me ask you something. Because, when you're in an Irish pub, what you want to do is talk about hip-hop.
That's why wouldn't you?
It throws... Yeah, the next interview with U2 is going to be at a gangster rap club.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the biggest misconception about hip-hop music that you've experienced in all your time doing stuff?
For me, I think it's that it's cultural specific. I think that a lot of people assume that because the primary demographic is the urban community, that it's a very the music itself only reaches the urban community. Hip hop is. I became a hip hop artist because I love hip hop. And there's a lot of themes in it that spoke to me, that were more relatable to me than say Bowie or the Stones and stuff like that,
right.
Which is what my brother and my dad listened to. So I think that's a big misconception, is that it's only specific to the urban community and only talks about that. But I understand why people would feel that way sometimes.
Now, you've been doing this for a while now. So you went out to LA for about a year. You came back here to Vegas, and you've been doing shows. I've seen a bunch of your shows. You're fantastic. You've got stuff out there that's getting people can find it on iTunes and Spotify.
Yes,
and where else can they find it?
Apple Music, SoundCloud, Tidal, pretty much anywhere where they're streaming, anywhere where they can stream.
So now when you go into meetings, with different hip-hop promoters or whatever, and you walk in looking like you.
Yeah.
And they don't know who you are.
Yeah.
They hear your music, and if they don't have the resources or the smarts to go online and actually see who you are and what you look like, do you walk in and they're like, who invited this frat boy douchebag to our meeting?
I think it's a little bit of yes and no. The first, you definitely get a handful of that where it's we're not looking for the frat rap BS. But I do think that I do come across as kind of safe to a lot of bookers.
Right.
Because the hip-hop community can get a little rowdy.
Right.
So I think I come across as safe, which is nice. Where I get a lot of pushback is from the actual consumers, the people who come to a show.
Right.
And what the fuck does this white boy know? And the one thing that I hate is I get a lot of oh, he must be like Eminem.
Right.
It's how there's a joke in the community.
It's automatically you're thrown into that category, not for any other reason other than the fact that you're white.
Exactly. There's a lot of marginalization happening in the white hip hop community, and I don't stand for it.
You know what? You should create a hashtag. I see one coming.
That'll be the shortest lived hashtag in career of all time. In this era, it'd be fuck this guy, he's out of here. Who does he think he is?
What we were talking earlier about, experiences as a comedian, and then also just as artists in general, where people have gotten screwed over in gigs. What gig have you done or been a part of where you just got completely boned and you went, what happened here?
Yeah, we did a show for this. There's this mansion here in town. The owners shall be they'll remain unnamed, but we did a mansion show for this big marijuana event, underground marijuana event. And it was a combination of two things.
An undergrad marijuana
Underground.
event? Oh, underground.
So not publicized unless you were within the marijuana community. So the owner was a stereotypical, just classic douchebag. He was a white guy with a wave cap, biker wave cap, Hell's Angels type of guy.
Right.
And when we got there, he just constantly kept changing the contract on us left and right. But what sucked was
this is here in Vegas.
This is here in Vegas, yeah. It's I won't name the owners of the venue,
right?
But it rhymes with Smartland Mansion, and the first letter is an H instead of an S. So and there's no M, so you can deduce where. And the owner's name, his last name is Hart. His first name rhymes with Mary
Got it.
Okay. If you see him, tell him I said hey.
Got it.
But
so he's changing the contract.
changing the contract left and right. We've got a deal already in place. 20 minutes into our event, he just decides to bring a bachelorette party who didn't buy tickets to the event into the showroom. And I go up to him and I go, "Hey, Mary," we won't say his name. We have a venue going on here. We rented your venue. And who are these people? And he like loses his mind. He's coked out and everything. He lost his freaking mind, and attempted to get into like a physical altercation with me, like right there. And I had quite a few of my entourage with me that were able to kind of diffuse the situation.
I mean, you're a pretty big dude. I mean,
he wasn't a big dude, but he was coked the hell out.
Right.
So we lost that night. We lost, I'd say, easily $1,700.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was a big L. It was a really because what also sucked was all the people that were supposed to come to this underground event.
Right.
They were at another underground event, and this was right when marijuana was just becoming. It was right before it became legal. So the police had rolled the event prior to ours that everybody was coming from.
Oh,
so
geez.
Shut that down, and everybody just went home.
Oh,
So it was just like 30,
nightmare.
it was just like 30 guys sitting outside smoking weed, just lost $1,700. Just
Right.
the coked out owners like yelling at us.
What a great story.
I just felt like I had nothing to lose that night. My buddies had to be like, "You're the only guy here that'll get off. So let's fucking not start a scene, please."
What is your beverage of choice? Normally in the hip hop community, when you're doing shows and stuff like that, it has a tendency to. I mean, it sounds stereotypical.
I do like Hennessy.
Lots of Hennessy.
I do like Hennessy. Cavassier is cool. I like Douce, which is another cognac. That one's good. I like Crown, man. I really like Crown. I really like Crown. The Hennessy, Douce, Crown. Anything dark.
Crown is solid.
Anything dark or mixed, like color-wise.
Now, gender reassignment thing is big.
It is.
If you were to go through the procedure,
If I was with the procedure
and become
yes.
a member of the opposite sex, who would you most want to look like? Like for me, it's Chris Angel, because I think that's just a flat-chested chick who's really skinny, who needs like a salad, who needs like
a lot of money,
a
too.
cheeseburger.
Let's see. I think Rihanna's pretty beautiful.
I see it here.
Yeah, the jawline.
Right here.
The jawline.
You wouldn't have to do a whole lot of work right here.
No.
Here in the eyes.
In the forehead. I got the forehead.
You got the
too.
forehead. You're nailing it. Eddie Jayy, find his music.
Please.
Find him online. Find his social media contacts. He is a brilliant performer, fantastic friend, great artist.
Cheers, buddy.
Thanks for being here, buddy.
Appreciate you.